In this review, we're comparing IPRoyal and Cliproxy. First, let's look at IPRoyal's residential IP pricing. For their dynamic residential IPS, they primarily offer a pay-by-traffic model. The subscription pricing ranges from $5.95 to $1.75 per GB. But if you use the regular pay-as-you-go option instead, the price goes up to $6.25 to $1.84 per GB. Honestly, the difference between the subscription and regular pricing feels a bit confusing and not very intuitive. Now switching over to Cliproxy's dynamic residential proxy traffic pricing. Their smaller packages range from $1.68 to 72 cents per GB. For their large enterprise packages, the price goes as low as 58 cents per GB. The average price of Cliproxy's small packages is already comparable to IPRoyal's largest package pricing, showing a very clear price difference between the two. Cliproxy is definitely the more affordable and budget-friendly option. Next, we'll examine these two residential IP providers in terms of proxy extraction and IP quality. Starting with IPRoyal, they offer a username, password auth model. You can customize settings like country, region, session persistence duration, and then generate connection commands based on the quantity needed at the bottom of the page. After copying, we configured the IPRoyal command into the port of a pre-set-up anti-detect browser. Overall, the extraction process isn't overly complex, but it requires scrolling up and down the page, which can be a bit tedious when checking settings. Now, let's look at Cliproxy's extraction and usage. Similarly, you can customize country, region, session persistence, duration, etc. Cliproxy provides conveniently segmented command displays right there and even includes a QR code. You also generate the command by entering the quantity at the bottom. We configured the Cliproxy command into its own pre-created port. The logic for extraction and usage is quite similar between Cliproxy and IPRoyal, but Cliproxy offers a superior user experience and greater convenience. Next, we open both ports configured with their respective residential IPs, IPRoyal on the left and Cliproxy on the right. The first step was to visit IPinfo on each and use the My IP button to check the current access IP and its type. Both IPRoyal and Cliproxy residential IPs showed up as ISP type. This indicates that the basic IP quality from both providers is acceptable. They are not data center IPs. Then we used the website Whoer to check the fraud score and anonymity level of these IPs. The results came back. Both IPs had a 100% anonymity level, and there were no issues with their stealth. Finally, we tested the cleanliness of both IPs using Scamalytics. The results showed that IPRoyal's IP cleanliness wasn't as good as Cliproxy's, but it wasn't polluted enough to be unusable. Based on all this, the comparison between IPRoyal and Cliproxy shows that Cliproxy is significantly better than IPRoyal in terms of pricing and user experience. Regarding IP quality, Cliproxy is only slightly stronger than IPRoyal in terms of cleanliness. Looking at price, user experience, and IP quality together, Cliproxy clearly stands out as the most worthwhile residential IP service provider to choose in 2025. If you're in need of residential IPs for your business, you can click the link below the video to visit Cliproxy's official website and make a purchase. I'll also be providing some free test CD keys for everyone to try out.